January 16, 2024. 46th Mayor of Denver, Colorado Newsroom, GP7A News. Folks, when you look at this stuff, man, Denver Mayor Mike Johnson to ask for federal government. He's leading a coalition of mayors from major cities. Which cities? Ones like Denver or ones like in Florida? See how CBS News twists it? They're done, man. You know, and that's why my music career don't take off, because I don't want it to take off, man. There's no career. I just write music, you know. And I said, God, you only have like 10 followers. I don't care. Get away from me. If that's all you see, that's the way the world is now. But artificial intelligence is going to fix it all for us, folks. See where all this stuff's missing? Because CBS isn't doing the right thing in journalism. They're just sock puppets for the government, Denver, because their people are all getting the money that they collect from the fair elections and all these other funds to keep continuing to suck Denver dry. And now the mayor, Johnston, is going to go to lead a coalition. You see, the coalition they should be leading is going to jail for letting all these illegals coming in our border. They should all go to jail for manipulating the words of the people that are coming across the border. Now they've taken out the illegals and they've all powdered up to being migrants. See, Fox News did it too, right? Let's see, where's Fox News? There it is. Mayor pleads for national effort on migrant crisis. Anybody that helps these people, you have no clue what you're doing, man. I've seen the algorithms. Your IT people don't, because they're outdated, just like the mayor is. And our city streets are getting torn and tattered, decayed out like you've never seen it before. And they're going to put money in the 16th Street Mall. That mall's dead because nobody wants to go to it. They got to pay the businesses that are there because nobody's going to it. And because we aren't there, you don't see that nobody's going to it. They can do whatever they want about their 16th Street Mall, and it ain't going to do anything anymore. Because Denver's been indexed as an illegitimate government. Hoo-yah! Or is it hoorah? Or how about hooray? How about hooray? I've been doing this for 17 years, folks. Almost every single day, especially since 2011 elections, which started for me, I think, in 2009, 2010, after I was taught by a judge that used to be a judge in Denver, but he got squeezed out because he was fighting for the Spear Amendment. And they watched these people just take it over. And then February 6th, Judge Luxon, I used his meta tags because AI told me what would be the best lawyer for me, and I got it. Even though they denied it the first time, my first emergency hearing, but they couldn't do the second one because they never filed any paperwork to let me know any court decisions. They never told me that it was denied. See, they waited on it because they were playing games. This is the court system, folks. So they were playing games, so they held that up, and AI told me. These guys are so predictable, even in the court system. And see, AI is going to judge all those judges. It's going to be where the HR department can go and do what I do and realize what judges are truthful judges and what judges are bastardized, ones that are in there for themselves. And I know about 4 judges right now. But then again, I know a couple of judges, like Buchanan was a judge. I don't know if he's still a judge, but he was awesome. And Brian Whitney, and poor Brian Whitney, Judge Brian Whitney, because they were all lying to him. And yet when he'd see me and look at the order, the very first guardian ad litem in 2007, when they were throwing all this crap that I did all this shit, and what are they talking about? And the guardian ad litem came in, and this is their guardian ad litem. And this is when Magistrate Karen Hubler was my ex's attorney. Do you see the dot to dot? Karen Hubler's a skank, man. I don't know what you call this, but every one of her cases need to be reopened and reevaluated. And Denver Supreme Court, the office of for the to make a complaint against the attorneys. They're just as corrupt as Denver City Attorney's Office is. Carrie Tipper, you know, these people all bloviate. Like Carrie Tipper has more cheese whiz pictures about her. I can't believe she takes pictures of her kids and put them on the internet. You know that other countries don't do that, right? Because we live in a time of crime, so all these people are putting their kids out there so they can see their faces. My kids aren't got that. You don't see any of their faces in my shit. You know what I mean? Because I know not to use them. See, I have to make the adult decision. I can't put their faces on there because it's not the way. And when you have your Facebook pics and all your social media channels, everything you do, everything you think is right there. So when you're claiming you're a 501c collecting tax-free money and you're really a partisanship organization that should be thrown in jail, like Denver Inc. and especially Denver Inc. Those people, man. That's the and the that is Denver Neighborhood Cooperation. Those all those people, I indexed every single one of them. They don't see it yet because it's in the cloud. But as soon as they talk and I get an alert, then it goes. And it's just not me, folks. There's other people, but they do it even more clandestine, so that it lingers. See, that's the thing about artificial intelligence, in my opinion, is that when people don't do the right thing, AI is going to do the right thing, and it's going to put you into the dark web. So Denver's government's headed, is already there, but not all the way. So I use the word headed to the dark web. And because you can't come out and be an attorney like Johnston and claim he's going to go, oh, I'm doing a coalition. See, he's trying to run for governor, folks. And that's why, oh, in 24, I'm going to do this. You watch. You're going to see he's going to run for mayor. He's going to run for governor. And if he doesn't, it's because he's been had, because I had him. I send all this stuff. See, what these guys don't know is I send these emails and these links to other people. And when you look at it, you're just like, well, they can't say it. See, they say, well, are you going to believe what you see outside, or are you going to believe what I tell you? That's what this guy is. Mike Johnson, the most outdated guy in the frickin' government. Mayor's office. Mayor Johnson to travel to D.C. to continue the push for federal action. Federal action, dude, here, the simplest thing, man. Put them on a bus and send them back where they came from. It would be cheaper to send them back where they come from instead of trying to manipulate everybody, because now we got to put all those people to work, and now they got to have places to stay, and now we got to cut 15% out of our budgets to pay for shit, and yet they're still going to go buy an $89 million. Clerk and recorder Paul Lopez makes 90 something thousand as a retired city council member, and then he makes another. So he's pulling in 240 something thousand a year now. And he makes more money than Andrew Luxon probably does. But when Michelle Horn came out and said, we haven't enforced that law in years, I put code in my complaints, and I used Andrew Luxon's meta tags. So he needs to be taken off the bench immediately, and every one of his cases need to be. But these are the Sturm College folks. Sturm! Which is the biggest bullshit organization of lawyers I've ever met in my life, man. Every one of those lawyers, what happened was, because this goes with everybody. When you do a Google search and you contact an attorney because you're looking for that attorney that has the right wording, oh, I'm a father's rights advocate, let me help you, blah, blah, blah. And then when they don't, like Block and Chapeau, that big Joe Block, and they don't know, no clue. I can't predict it, but they need to call me on the phone and say, gee, let us give you back some of your retainer. Let me give you back your files. So while they all conspire and they talk and they manipulate and all that, it's all in the cloud. And see, we're showing law enforcement, private investigators, and others how it works. Because they look at everything and they say, wow, man, this stuff's real.